You feel like you lose control at night with food. It's not about willpower. So, I'm going to be diving into how to stop cravings at night. And once you understand what's actually causing it, it becomes way easier to fix. So, if you feel like you lose control with food at night, it's not about willpower. And once you understand what's actually causing it, it becomes so much easier to fix. So if you're new here, hey there, I'm Brooke. I'm a registered dietitian, lactation counselor, and a busy mom of 3. And I help moms simplify nutrition so they can feel strong, energized, and healthy without spending hours cooking or living on a restrictive diet. On this channel, we talk about nutrition, metabolism, and realistic habits that actually work for busy mom life. So if you like these simple nutrition tips, make sure you subscribe to the podcast. You hit that bell notification on YouTube. And this is for you. If you ever feel out of control with food at night, if you feel like you snack every single evening, even if you're not that hungry, if you feel guilty about what you eat at night, if you feel like you're so busy to eat throughout the day and you feel like every Monday or every morning you're kind of starting over and you're trying to fix what you did last night, then this is for you. So here's a pattern I see all the time with busy moms. They have breakfast in the morning and usually it's like coffee or just a very minimal breakfast, or they skip breakfast. Then throughout the day, they're just kind of grazing when they can get a chance. Maybe their kids' leftovers, but they're not actually sitting down to have a real meal. And then dinner is like their first real meal of the day. And then at night, cravings hit. Kids are finally in bed. The house is finally quiet. And then it feels like you just can't stop. It's like it becomes a way to unwind, but it also is your body trying to catch up because of the lack of nutrition that you had throughout the day. So it's not about discipline or willpower, that you're lazy or anything. It's usually there's a twofold. Usually you're under fueled, especially with things like protein, your blood sugar is dysregulated. And so that can cause you and your body to physically want to catch up during the day. So if you, again, your blood sugar is off balance, if you're not eating enough protein, fiber throughout the day, this can lead to energy crashes. It can lead to cravings later in the day, even if it's just like your breakfast is in balance. That can also lead to cravings later in the day. I want to share something that has completely changed my health as a busy mom of 3 kids, including one with special needs. For years, I was surviving off coffee, fast food, and whatever I could grab between appointments and therapies for my son. And I was exhausted. I had late night cravings. I felt depleted and drained, and I felt like I had completely lost my identity in motherhood. So as a registered dietitian, I focused on 3 simple things that helped me get healthier, stronger, and more fit, even as a busy mom. So now I'm 25 pounds under my pre-kid weight. My labs are great. I have energy and I feel strong. So if you're feeling exhausted, find yourself stress eating at night, or struggling with your mood or weight, making your health a priority when you're already so busy taking care of everybody else, my free class will walk you through exactly what's going on in your body and what to do next. You can go ahead and grab your free spot using the link below. Can also be related to stress and emotional coping. And for a lot of moms, this is what's going on. So usually it is partly due to their blood sugar and not eating enough protein and fiber. But for a lot of us, we're managing the appointments and the kids' schedules, and we're doing drop-offs and pickups and school calls, and our kids are sick. And especially if you're a mom like me, where you have a child with special needs, we're carrying a lot. We're dealing with specialists and insurance and all of the things. And food can be one of the easiest ways for us to cope, or wine, or scrolling your phone. Like, there's so many habits that a lot of moms do at night when the kids are finally in bed to try to unwind. It's the first time that we probably sat down all day and had a second to ourselves. And it's not that you're just bad with food, but your body, your brain is trying to get what it needs. If you are in a season where your kids are not sleeping through the night and you're sleep deprived, or you're going to bed really late, that actually impacts cravings. So that messes with our leptin and ghrelin, our hunger and fullness hormones. That can lead to cravings the next day if you didn't sleep well the night before. So some things that we can do to feel more in control would be to eat, especially protein and fiber, earlier in your day, especially at breakfast, especially at lunch. If we can get more of that in earlier in the day, that will actually curb cravings later in the day. Getting on a consistent meal pattern. So eating at the same time of day every day the best you can, building a real dinner. So getting protein and fiber, some fruits and vegetables on your plate at dinner is helpful. If you're like me and you do dinner early because you have little kids, so we do dinner at 5 typically, then planning for a bedtime snack in advance. This is something that a lot of moms don't even think about. They have dinner early with their kids and then maybe they don't go to bed till 10:30. Well, if you eat dinner at 5 and you're not going to bed till 10:30 or 11, it's no wonder why you're feeling hungry later. So instead of just trying to avoid food and you're physically hungry, plan for it. Have a simple balanced snack at 7 or 7:30. Have something that has protein in it, is satisfying. So my favorite nightly go-to snack is Greek yogurt. And then I usually add in some sort of berries that I have on hand, some nuts, and then sometimes I'll add in some chocolate chips. I add some chia seed. I sometimes do a chocolate Greek yogurt while I add in some cocoa powder, some collagen, and Greek yogurt and a little nut butter. So you can kind of do something that is sweet and savory, but also has protein and fiber in there.
Before you keep going, I want to share something that I get asked about all the time, and that's about supplements. So as a registered dietitian and busy mom of 3, I've tested so many vitamins over the years, and I put my favorites into my own supplement store so that it's nice and organized for you. They're organized into simple plans like postpartum, breastfeeding, menopause, daily essentials, gut health, stress, and sleep. And these are the same supplements that I personally take and I recommend to my clients. So go ahead and click in the show notes to see them all. It takes 30 seconds to create a free account. You can also sign up for the subscribe and save for an extra discount and automatic shipping. So you don't have to forget to reorder when you run out, which honestly just makes mom life so much easier.
So we don't want to just avoid foods and try to get all the bad foods out of the house and just try to restrict. And even if you're physically hungry, tell yourself no, I can't have that, because that will backfire. If you tell yourself that you're bad for eating something or I can't have it, it's off limits, you're going to want it more. So that's actually not what we want to do. So if you are like, man, I feel so out of control with chocolate, then again, that's where I put some dark chocolate chips in my Greek yogurt, or I'll have a piece of dark chocolate with my dinner. It's okay to include some of those foods in our meals, and you can do it in a way where you still feel in control. You still get something sweet in your day, but it's also not something on an empty stomach where you're just throwing off your blood sugar. If you feel like you're so busy throughout the day, you're like, I don't know if I can get a real meal in, then you can even grab some really balanced snacks that are grab and go, things that you can have in your car, at your desk, some things that you can grab at home. Again, I'm a huge fan of leftovers. So batching big meals, and then you can pre-portion them out into glass containers so that when lunch rolls around or dinner rolls around and you're like, I don't know what to make, you can just reheat some leftovers. That is a huge thing that you can do. Really, at the end of the day, when we have cravings, we want to identify, why am I having them? Is it happening because I really am not eating enough throughout the day, especially protein and fiber? Is it that I'm bored, I'm stressed, I'm using it as a way to cope with something? Is there something else I can do in place of that? Is it that I am physically hungry at night and I just need to plan ahead for a bedtime snack? You need to identify, why are the cravings happening for you in this season? It might be a mix of all of these things. For most moms, it is. And it's not that the cravings are a problem. We want to just look at it as, okay, I'm having cravings. I want to get curious about the root cause and why it's happening, and then go from there. Again, it could be related to your sleep. It could be that you have a nutrition deficiency. So you want to address the root cause reason. If you're looking for high protein, 15-minute or less meals that are stupid simple, you can click the link below to find Busy Mom Meals. I also have my supplement store linked below where you can get my discount. So that is where I recommend my quality supplements, and they're divided out into plans for different seasons of life. And if you're wanting my 3-step method for how to reach your healthiest weight, boost energy, mood, metabolism, feel like you again without hours in the kitchen or at the gym, you can sign up for one of my free classes below. And if this video helped you in any way and you don't feel so alone and you have a better understanding of why this is happening and what to do, make sure that you hit subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes. You can also connect with me on Instagram over at Nutrition for Mamas. And remember, you deserve to feel good again.